Good morning, guys. It's Sunday, Labor Day weekend, and I'm out here on the back porch doing my morning think through of what I'm going to do today, what I need to do today. And I'm going to pull up the watermelon plants. We got 4 very small watermelons off of those, and the first one we picked too soon. The last 3 we picked all at the same time, and one of those 3 was good. I've also gotten 1 cantaloupe so far, and I still have more on the vine out there that's ripening up. So I need to replant some stuff that I planted last time you were with me. The peas and the collards in that one bed. I still have some peas that's left in there, but I'm just going to go back through where they didn't germinate and put some more. And my collards, I had about 3 pop up, and now they're gone. So I'm going to replant those. The onions that I planted, out of the 8 that I planted, I only have 1. Well, it was there last night. I'm not sure if it's still there. I ain't walked out there and looked. But in place of those, I'm going to just direct sow some white onions. And these are the Bianca di Maggio. And I'm going to just sprinkle these out there and see what happens. Because I know in like about another few weeks or a month, the place where I get my sets from will have some. So I plan on getting some of those because those did grow for me last year. These seeds are just a test for me just to see if I can do it. And with the 1 pack of the red onions that I did plant, they didn't do very good. So now I'm going to try white onions and see how that goes. So with my collards, the ones that I planted some last spring. No, in the winter. It was like March. I planted some that started off good, and then they died. So, and they were out of this pack right here. The ones I planted about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they were out of this pack. So I ordered some more. It's a slightly different variety. These are Georgia Southern Creole, and these are just Georgian Southern. They look different. I don't know how much different they are, but I'm going to try the ones from In My Gardener and see if they do a little bit better. And I'll continue to try these on and off. But these were good for this year. They're not old seeds, so I don't know if it's a me issue or a seed issue or a dirt issue. I don't know. But I'm going to try them again because my husband really, really wants these. So I got to keep trying with the collards. And my peas, this is the 3rd kind of pea that I've tried. I tried some from the Dollar Tree that grew, and we only got like a handful off of them. So those that are out there now are, I believe they're from In My Gardener, but they're a different variety than this. But now I'm going to plant these amongst those, and we'll see. And a few weeks ago, about a month ago, I planted some rutabagas, and they were coming up, and I saw where our little squirrel friends had been digging around in the bed, so I think the squirrels got those, so I need to plant more of those. And I'm hoping we have time for these. And I'm going to plant a couple of little beets here and there. Just cause, why not? I got the seed, and even though we don't eat them, I'll give them away to somebody. Now, y'all, let's talk about these carrots. The bane of my existence. The ones I planted a week ago, or about 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, they're not germinating. And I went through this in the spring, and I have some more carrots. Well, it's the same pack. I didn't plant them all because I was prepared for this to happen. I planted carrots 3 times in the spring, in the same spot. And when I planted the last ones, they all decided to come up at the same time. So, I hope that don't happen this time, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to plant some more carrots. And then I have these California poppies. And it says to direct sow late fall in zones 8 through 10. Well, I'm in zone 8. So, I guess I need to plant these in the fall. But it's early fall, so should I wait? Technically, it's not even fall yet. It's Labor Day weekend. So, and I don't know where I'm going to put them. I know they're going to go in the front side of the fence. So, I may hold off on these until I get my wits about me about where and exactly when I need to do them. I'll research more on that. But with that being said, I guess, oh, I forgot these. Oh, these. I'm ready to plant these cabbage because it says it takes 90 days. Y'all. But it also says germination temperature 45 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It's way more than that here. It's 90 degrees today. And our nighttime temperatures are only down in the mid-60s to 70s. So I'm going to hold off on those. And my lettuce. I have 3 kinds of lettuce that I want to plant. And I'm having to hold off because of this heat. And they take 90 days too. This fall planting has really got my brain racked, y'all. But at any rate, I'm going to go out there and clean that bed out. And get it prepped and everything. My husband was going to fix the beds for me where they don't contact the ground. Because right now they don't contact the ground, and I want them where they do contact the ground, where it's open on the bottom of the beds. And some of them aren't. But I think that's going to be a project for another time because he has started building my barn, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see back there. See, right there behind the tree in front of the other 2 little sheds. That's where he's putting my barn. So, I'm not going to ask him to do a whole lot of other stuff until that's done. So, we're just going to go with what we got and throw fertilizer to it and compost and all that stuff and see if we can make it work. Alright, so let me get my stuff together and head out there, and I'll see you at the bed. Okay, guys, so I'm out here at the onion bed, and I'm going to start with the stuff that I need to replant before I clean out the other bed. So I'm here at the onion plant, and I'm just going to loosen the soil and sprinkle in some seeds, lightly tamp it down, and that's it. And when I'm done planting everything, I'll come back and water it all in. I do have the one right here that I planted the last time, but it's not looking good. It's all wilted over. But we're going to try and leave it alone just to see if it'll come back up. All the other ones are a no-go. I don't even see them in here no more. And I know these onion seeds are really teeny tiny. So I know to be very careful. I brought my basket out here just in case I see anything that needs to be harvested, which I can see right now there's some cayenne peppers that's ready. I can pick a handful of those just about every day now, which is good. Okay, and these are the Bianca DiMaggio onions. I know I'm butchering the name of that. And they take 110 days. And their germination temperature is between 70 and 85 degrees. It says it takes 4 to 10 days to germinate. And it also, oh, but these seeds aren't too small, y'all. These are decent sized seeds. Can you see them? They're decent sized seeds. So I might can get them spaced out. I'm trying to drop in 2 in each hole. And I'll come back out and thin them as needed as they germinate. I don't want to plant them too close together. And this is a small bed, I'm aware, but I'm just barely making a dent in the dirt and dropping the seed and just barely covering it up. And I put fertilizer in this bed when I planted the other ones. So I'm not going to put none today. And it hasn't rained a whole lot, so I'm sure there's still plenty in here. But when they germinate and pop up, I'll add a little bit more to it, just to give them a little oomph. And if these do well, I might plant more of these later on, kind of succession, so, and see what happens, because I know these grow during the winter, or you can store them in ground over the winter. Some variety of onions, I'm not sure if this one is, I'll have to check and see. Just lightly tamp it down so the wind don't blow them away. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm over here where the peas and the collards were planted at. And I got peas coming up down here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go in between them where there ain't none coming up. And I'm going to plant these Wando peas. And these say 7 to 10 days germinate, germination temperature 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, maturity days 65 to 70. Plant 2 inches apart. Well, they'll be planted 2 inches apart. It's supposed to cool off this coming week. It's only supposed to be in 70s, I think, and the 80s, low 80s, upper 70s, but nighttime temperatures are supposed to be down in the 60s. So that'll be good for these. Okay, there's that. And now I'm going to plant some collards back over here. I'm going to get this in my pocket. And the same goes about the fertilizer in this bed, because all this stuff I planted the same day. And it all got fertilized. Rock. Don't need a rock in there. So, and the dirt is wet or damp underneath the top section. It's just dry on the top from all this wind. Okay, so I'm gonna find my collards. And these are the Georgian Southern collards from M.I. Gardner. 5 to 10 days to germinate. Germination temperature 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Days till maturity 60 to 80. Let me see. You know what? I think I'm just going to sprinkle these in here. I might get more bang for my buck that way. I think that's what I'm going to do. Move down and do the same thing down here. Dirt's kind of uneven in here. There's a little low spot down here. Okay. These seeds aren't super tiny. Well, I mean, they're tiny, but they're manageable. They don't like stick together or anything. I'm wondering if I want to do the collards on the other side, or maybe plant some rutabagas over there. I think I'm going to plant the rutabagas over there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. going to do these the same way. I'm just going to sprinkle them around. And see what happens. If y'all remember, I put that cow manure compost as a top dressing on here, along with the fertilizer, about 2 weeks ago. Okay. Now we got rutabagas on one side, and collards on the other side, and peas down the middle. Y'all see my corn? All the pretty tassels. I'm so ready for corn. So pretty. And I believe, I don't know if y'all can see it, I believe this is where the corn comes up at. I've got a few of those. There's more on the other side. But yeah, I'm loving the corn. Alright, let me get this watermelon bed cleaned out over here. Okay, I'm just going to take 4 plants up. See how they're done. I mean, they've been done, but I just hadn't took the time. And there's still a watermelon there, but it's soft, smushy. So I'll just take these and throw them in the compost, and maybe next spring or next summer I'll get a free watermelon. I don't know what I'm going to plant in here, guys. I was going to plant the rutabagas in here, but I may just wait till I can plant my cabbage in here. But my carrots done real good in this bed last year, after I finally got them to grow. I mean, there's still plenty of time to plant stuff, like carrots and onions that will go throughout the winter, that will store in ground. So I don't know, because all I got left is carrots, and I've got carrots over there, so we're gonna leave this one for now, and maybe in a week or so we can plant out some cabbage or something. Alright, I'm gonna take this to the compost pile. Okay, so I'm here at the carrot bed. See, I got this rock holding this board up here, and this is to hold in the moisture, and as you can see, there is moisture under here, but there is no carrots. But these pumpkins I planted, they're doing good. Still hoping there's enough time to get one at least by Thanksgiving. And I believe these are the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I believe. I'm not sure. But I'm going to take and loosen this up. Yeah, there's plenty of moisture in here. second time. Y'all follow along with me this season, this fall season, and see how many times I have to plant carrots. Spring season, I planted them 3 times. This is number 2. Okay, I'm going to split these seeds in half. Because if they don't come up on the 3rd time, I ain't planting carrots till spring. I'm just going to take and sprinkle them in. Last time I did little rows. This time I'm just going to sprinkle them around. And you know you always have to thin carrots, so if they germinate, I'll come out and thin them. I'll just lightly rake over the top of them. Board back down. I will come back through and water them once I'm done out here for today. But that's it for that. I planted everything. So let's go harvest some peppers. Okay, I've got all these cayenne right here, and these plants are loaded down, but they haven't started turning red yet, so I'm just going to leave these. I did harvest some of these green a few days ago, and they are starting to turn red inside, but I'm going to give these a few more days, and then I'm just going to start harvesting because I need the space. Alright. Now these over here, these are turning red, but they're real small. So I'm going to pick a couple of these that are starting to turn. I don't see any more. Oh, there's one. But that one has a hole in it, wouldn't you know? And they can salvage some of that. Alright, on to the next bed. This is our poblanos. Let me get my things out of my basket. And I'm going to take some of these. I'm not real sure how big these are supposed to be, but they're that big. So I'm just going to take the biggest ones, just maybe 3 or 4. I think I'm going to roast these and make some roasted peppers. Yeah, that one's cracking already. See, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little cracking starting to happen on it. So I'm going to take that one. That one's nice size. This one here is a nice size. Yeah, y'all, I'm tickled to death about these poblanos. Okay, there's still a lot of little baby ones towards the top. So, let's scooch down. Okay, we're over here at my other cayenne pepper plant. And these, red. They're super small, but that's okay because they carry a big punch. And I'm okay with that. Okay, with the small ones. I got a vinegar jar that I keep by my stove, and I take the smallest ones and put it in vinegar. I chop them, well, not chop them, but I slice them open, not completely slice them in half or anything, just put a slit in them so that the vinegar can get inside of the peppers. And it's good vinegar for over collards or greens, stuff like that. So I have one of those. It's a small bottle, but it's good to keep around. Now, I was not expecting this many red peppers. There's one. Here's another plant right here. These peppers are a little bit bigger. Okay, we got a few more plants. Okay, over here I still have this tomato plant that still has tomatoes on it. See that? I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's still tomatoes there. It's a nice sized tomato. But I do need to prune it back. There is a pepper plant under here that is not getting much sun, but it does have peppers on it. This one is no good. It's got a hole in it. But if I take out maybe just one branch, yeah, see, that opens it up right there. Where it can get some sunlight. Okay, jalapenos. We're going to get some of them. I don't know how many we will have. There's little ones, little ones, little ones. And this other plant, little ones. Okay, moving on to the next. Okay, over here I've got my bell pepper plant. It started off real slow this year, but I do have 1, 2, 3 peppers on there. I'm not real sure when to harvest it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get this one. It's small, but oh, it's got a hole in it. Wouldn't you know it? Every time I think I got something good, y'all, there's a hole in it. So I can cut around that. I still have one down here on the bottom that's a nice size. And it's full of holes too. I want y'all to look. Well, anyway, I got one more jalapeno pepper plant over here. So let's go see what it's got. Okay guys, this is the last plant right here, the last jalapeno. And there's some that looks like it's got a little bitty hole right there. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the ones that I think are big enough. And I might make some jalapeno sauce or something, hot sauce. Jalapeno dust. I may dehydrate them. We'll see no more. We'll hold them. Oh, that one come off by itself. Let's take this one. And there's still flowers on here. There's still a bunch of little ones up there at the top. Some over here. So yeah, we got a little bit of peppers today. I'm gonna cut the bad spots off for the ones with spots on them and go ahead and freeze them or whatever I'm gonna do, dehydrate them, make hot sauce, whatever. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for joining me today, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, subscribe, come join me. I do at least one full-length video a week, and sometimes I do a couple short ones during the week. I may do a short here and there, random stuff. But my husband is building me a barn, so I'm going to be trying to capture all that I can, and I'm going to put that up in, trying to do it in segments like the foundation, the floor, then the walls, the roof, window and door installments, stuff like that. So if you're interested in seeing how he does it, to get tips or to make fun of him or whatever, we don't care. But feel free to hit the subscribe. I'm going to put all the barn stuff on a separate playlist. It will be up on my page, but it'll be in a separate playlist, so when he's done, if you want to follow through the whole entire process at once, you can. And this is a budget build. It's not nothing extravagant. It's what we can afford. So yeah, but thanks for hanging out with me again. Thanks for all those who have subscribed and liked and all that and shared. And thanks for those who comment. I do appreciate the comments, and I try to see them all. There hasn't been a whole lot, but the ones that I see or notice, I do try to reply, and it does mean a lot to me. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.